It was the summer of 2018. My family decided to rent a big country house in northern Maine for a week-long holiday. Just my parents, my 2 siblings, and our 3 cousins from New York. There were 7 of us kids in total, all between ages 11 and 17. The house was huge, an old white colonial sitting on top of a steep hill surrounded by forest. It looked straight out of a postcard. Wraparound porch, antique furniture, a swing set that creaked in the wind. The listing described it as spacious and historic. The owner called it the Coldwater House. The drive up took most of the day, and by the time we arrived, it was already getting dark. When we first stepped inside, the air was cold, too cold, and the floorboards groaned under every step. The place smelled faintly of damp wood and something else, something metallic. My mom joked, "Old houses always smell haunted," but the way she said it didn't sound like a joke. That first night was strange. We stayed up late playing cards in the living room. Around midnight, my younger cousin Lily went to the kitchen for water and came back pale. She said she'd heard someone walking upstairs, slow, heavy steps, but everyone was downstairs. My dad went up to check. He came back 5 minutes later, said it was just the old pipes, but I could tell he was lying. Around 2 a.m., I woke to the sound of whispering outside my bedroom door. At first, I thought it was my siblings talking, but when I opened the door, the hallway was empty. The whispers stopped instantly. Then, from the far end of the hall, I heard a door creak open. The guest room none of us were sleeping in. I called out, "Hello?" No answer. When I looked inside, the window was open, the curtain blowing in the night air, and on the dresser, someone had arranged 3 dolls in a perfect row. We didn't bring dolls. The next morning, everyone was uneasy. We blamed it on the house being old and unfamiliar. But by the second night, the noises got louder. Footsteps above us, doors opening and closing on their own, and the sound of something dragging across the floor. That's when my cousin Jacob found a locked door behind the laundry room. It was a narrow wooden door hidden behind a shelf, rusted hinges. When he pulled on it, it barely moved, but we could hear something faint behind it, a rhythmic knocking, slow and steady. We told our parents, but they brushed it off as raccoons or plumbing noises. That night, Lily swore she saw someone standing at the top of the stairs, tall, pale, wearing something that looked like a long nightgown. When she screamed, everyone ran to her room, but the hallway was empty again. On the 3rd morning, my brother noticed scratches on his bedroom wall. At first, they looked like random scuffs, but when we looked closer, they formed letters. They spelled out "Stay below." My parents tried to laugh it off, but my mom called the rental owner to ask about the basement. He sounded irritated, then told her not to go down there. Said the foundation was unstable. The door was supposed to stay locked. That night, around 3 a.m., the house alarm went off. All the windows were shut, but the system said the basement door had been opened. My dad grabbed a flashlight, and we all crowded behind him. When he shined the light down the narrow laundry hallway, the basement door was wide open, the lock broken clean off. The smell that came out was overwhelming, wet earth and something rotting. He went down 2 steps before freezing. There were footprints in the dirt leading away from the stairs. Fresh ones, bare feet. The next part is something I still can't explain. The police said we were hysterical, but I know what I saw. We heard the basement door slam shut behind my dad. He yelled for us to run. My mom called 911 while my cousins and I tried to pull the door open, but something was pushing it from the other side. When we finally forced it open, my dad stumbled out, face white, shaking. He kept saying, "There's someone down there." The cops arrived 15 minutes later. They went down into the basement and stayed there for a long time. When they came back up, one of the officers looked disturbed. He wouldn't tell us what they found. They just told us to pack our things and leave immediately. A week later, my mom got a call from the sheriff's office. He said we weren't in trouble, but he thought we should know the truth. Apparently, years ago, Coldwater House had been a group home for children with behavioral issues. In 1998, one of the caretakers, a woman named Margaret Hill, disappeared after locking several kids in the basement as punishment. When authorities found the house, they discovered a hidden crawl space under the cellar. No one ever found her body. But in that crawl space, the police had recently found 3 tiny beds made of wood and straw and 7 names scratched into the wall. Our names. The house was demolished the following year. But sometimes when we get together, my siblings and cousins still talk about that week. Lily refuses to sleep in any house with a basement now. Jacob says he hears scratching his walls every October. As for me, every few months, I get a voicemail from an unknown number. It's faint, muffled by static, but I can make out one thing. A woman's voice whispering, "Come back below."
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.